The relief they're seeking is the same. What we should do about it, in other words, nothing's changed. They've added new information. Having said that, let me hear what you have to say, please.
May it please the court, do I need to come up to the microphone?
Wherever you're comfortable.
Okay. The county has filed its emergency motion for continuance as we received...
No, I can't see Mr. Kirkconnell. I'm sorry. That's such a delight. If you'll...
May it please the court, I'm Tammy Gavin, Assistant Orange County Attorney. I represent Orange County Corrections. We received the 17-page motion, the complete 17-page motion at 6 p.m. last night, and it is filled with allegations against Orange County Corrections employees. It alludes to other matters that I believe the defense may want to, or they have hinted at in the past that they might want to seek some civil actions based on some of the allegations here. The county is in quite a quandary because we are not a party to the criminal prosecution. However, we've been dragged into this matter repeatedly by defense motions. And this 17-page motion coming on the eve of the hearing is basically very insufficient notice. The county does not have the opportunity to read through it and prepare for each of the allegations against Orange County employees. In addition, we have ordered transcripts of the depositions, but we have not yet received them. And we do need time to receive those transcripts, and we should not be forced to order expedited copies and pay the extra fee because we received this motion less than 24 hours before the hearing. And it's the county's position that we have had insufficient time, and it's basically impossible for us to even go through and respond to each allegation in the motion because we don't have the transcripts, and we can't come back with say, well, what about this other action, this other area, these other statements made in these depositions. So the county would respectfully request this court to continue this motion until the county has had time to receive the deposition transcripts and prepare a proper response for the court. And as there are many, many allegations against Orange County Corrections employees.
As relates to you, I don't have any problem with that. The relief they're seeking is the same. State, I don't know if you have a position in this or not, this is generally about the release of the videotape to the public, correct?
Correct. I do have a copy of that for the court. It has been turned over, actually it was turned over many months ago to Mr. Baez. We've had numerous requests from the various media outlets for this item, which is under Chapter 119 of the Florida Statutes, now a public record. I would note for the court's information that the emergency motion that was filed back in March, as well as the supplemental motion, I imagine filed this morning, has not been served on the media. There's no notice provision even in the March motion that suggests that the party in interest here, who are seeking the release of this record from the state attorney's office, have even been given an opportunity to be heard. Perhaps they have somebody here who wants to intervene. I've not received any pleadings suggesting that they are going to attempt to intervene. I would also note that the motions themselves make more argument than any discussion of the case law. I do have a case for the court out of the 5th District Court of Appeal that talks about the standard that the court must employ before determining whether or not a public record should be released to the media, which I understand to be the core issue here as it relates to the DVD.
Well, I had assumed somebody from the media would be here. I didn't look at the certificate of service, and I guess, is there nobody here to argue on behalf of the Sentinel or local TV? Apparently not. Maybe trying to think of a way to...
I think, well, Judge, I think we could proceed as we have on previous occasions. For example, when Mr. Conway was before Your Honor, and we were on the issue of the suicide note, you allowed a ruling contingent upon the media.
I really don't mind doing it, but I think the media should have the opportunity to intervene if they want to.
I think I've seen some media around during all of these hearings.
But Ms. Belich or anyone else cannot come forward as a lawyer and argue their position in front of the court.
And at the same time, Judge, I don't